Cobra Kai started off its screening on YouTube Red in 2018 and ran on the platform for 2 seasons until Netflix saw its potential and wanted it for themselves. From season 3 onwards, Cobra Kai has been shot under Netflix, which came with a new set of rules. In this video, we're going to talk about all the strict rules the cast of Cobra Kai has had to follow during production. Stay tuned. First off, Cobra Kai Strict Rules the cast had to follow. The cast has to avoid doing certain things on camera and off camera as well. There are strict rules in place by the production to make sure things run smoothly for the Karate Kid adaptation. We won't be shocked if the cast has an expose moment on live television after Cobra Kai is done and dusted for good. Some of the rules the cast has to follow are: first up, no spoilers. The show itself doesn't have a lot going on except for the main storyline about Cobra Kai and a bunch of misfits getting trained under LaRusso and Lawrence's wing. Since this show isn't one with a lot of mystery, the crew has to make sure that any twists and turns thrown toward the audience are kept on the down low. An example of this is Hawk. The development of the troubled character went from breaking off arms to helping kids, and it was a great refresher for the storyline, only possible because the audience didn't see it coming. One other reason the crew is strict on the no spoilers rule is that they themselves aren't sure about their storylines at times. Since Cobra Kai is an adaptation of The Karate Kid, the production tries to bring in old characters from the original film series. An example is the character of Ali in season 3. Even though they showed an older version of the Karate Kid character at the end of season 2, the writers themselves weren't sure whether her return would be possible. A big part of keeping storylines fresh is by reintroducing characters from the film series, showing them in their grown-up adult life, picking up from where their characters were left off in the movie, and creating an understandable scenario for how the character has turned out in their adult life. With very limited content available to the writers, we think the no spoilers rule makes a lot of sense. We all know this show can go down the hill super fast without the twists and turns. Next, physical restrictions. Cobra Kai is a show about a bunch of high school kids. Now, it only makes sense to not cast actors with a bunch of tattoos for this role, and the Cobra Kai team knows it. The cast of Cobra Kai can't get tattoos or anything that will visibly change their appearance. The cast can't overindulge in fat-rich food either. Since this is a show about karate, the show demands that the actors are fit and in shape, especially for all the intense fight scenes they have to film. Also, this isn't an all-year-round rule. It only applies to production. The crew couldn't care less about what the actors do off-season, as long as they come back the same way they left. And cast members sign up for hard work and injuries. For all those in doubt about the realness of the show, it's very real. The karate used in this show is 100% accurate, and every actor is taught moves according to their body strengths and other physical factors. No doubt, if you're an amateur doing such intense karate scenes, you're bound to suffer from a low fall or bruised ankle now and then, but that is literally a part of the cast's job description. Even William Zabka, the actor playing Johnny Lawrence, told the public about how he broke his toe in season 1 but kept on filming anyway because he didn't want a stuntman taking his place. If you ask us, at least the 2 actors playing mentors should be a bit trained. Anyway, even Mary Mouser, the woman playing Samantha in Cobra Kai, has suffered a lot of injuries like broken fingers and bruised ankles. Jacob Bertrand, the actor who plays the troubled character of Hawk, told the public that during his filming of season 3, a fight scene turned into a real-life injury when he took a punch to his face by Cholo Mariduena, the actor who plays Miguel. The more we dive deep into all of this, the more we're questioning whether these actors are getting paid enough. The injuries better be worth it. Next, the Hawk rule. Jacob Bertrand needs to be paid the most. The tattoo we see on his back during the show takes around 30 to 40 minutes to apply. What's worse is that the crew of Cobra Kai has absolutely taken over his real hair. Yes, the colorful mohawk you see on the show is made of Bertrand's real hair. Bertrand has told the public that sometimes it takes up to an hour just to do his hair, and most of his hair is literally just hairspray. He also admits that his hair gets so damaged by the end of every season that he prefers to shave it off, only to grow it back and repeat the cycle again. We see Hawk's adult version in Cobra Kai, and since Hawk was always a troubled character, Bertrand, the actor playing the teenage version of Hawk, has to make his actions symbolic of how and why Hawk turns towards evil. His hair plays an important role in this symbolism. As the change in color gets intense, we also see Hawk turning into a troublemaker, and a lot of training. Martial arts is a skill that most people learn over years of hard training, but Cobra Kai demands the looks of an actor and the moves of an expert martial artist. This unlikely mix of requirements means they cast amateurs, but expect them to go through hardcore training so they know what they're doing. A lot of the cast members have spoken about their training and workout routines on their Instagram and during interviews. Mary Mouser shared her hardcore workout routine on Instagram, and it left all fans in shock. Jacob Bertrand has also been really open about his training on social media. Jacob not only trains in martial arts, but also remains pretty up on his feet outside the production requirements as well. He surfs, goes to the gym, hikes. He does everything, even with a head heavier than his body. Call it neck muscle training. And also, no drama on set. The production rules are simple. Keep training so you have less time to run your mouth. We see a lot of supporting actors who come and leave. Most of them genuinely don't have anything left to give to the show, but most are never called back because they fail to follow the rules of Cobra Kai. You can go from having around 15 minutes of screen time per episode to not being cast in the next season. The Kardashians could never survive. Next is to always be ready to perform on spot. According to Mr. Miyagi, karate isn't learned to cause violence. Instead, it is a way of life. And actors on set might have taken this seriously off camera as well. Actors like Jacob, who enjoy being athletic already, know a thing or two more than they need to about karate. When Jacob was asked to teach the fans a move on the spot, he went ahead and taught them a surprisingly advanced move, at least for an actor. Most of the cast members have now taken up martial arts as a hobby outside of the show as well, and if you ask them to teach you a thing or two, they won't hesitate. True dedication if you ask us. And you need to separate the show from the Karate Kid. Believe it or not, most of the actors on sets of Cobra Kai haven't even seen the Karate Kid, at least not voluntarily. Most of these actors are pretty young, so it's no shock they're unfamiliar with the trilogy. And unlike other spin-off series that require actors to literally learn and analyze the original version of a show, Cobra Kai producers don't really care for it. The producers claim that they've created the show in such a way that those familiar with the Karate Kid trilogy will instantly pick up on the references, and those who have never seen the film series can still watch it like it's a separate show of its own. Yes, it's a spin-off, but there are things happening in the show that are original and have no connection to the film series. Lastly, no Disney on set. Well, we're not sure if the channel itself is banned as well, but yes, channeling your Disney characters on the sets of Cobra Kai is a big no-no. The reason behind this rule is that the producers think Disney characters are a bit childish, and Cobra Kai requires the characters to play hardball. This rule was originally set in place when Tori, played by Peyton List, was added to the cast. Since she was a big deal at Disney, going from a supporting role to landing her own show, she brought a fair share of her happy-go-lucky Disney charm on the sets of Cobra Kai. We can't even imagine a Disney-Cobra Kai collaboration. Imagine going from fairy tales to street fighting in one movie. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think these rules are a bit intense? Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.